Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's good to have you back on here. I hope you're doing good. Today we are going to talk about a scholarship that is provided by one of Germany's largest academic exchange institutions that provide scholarships for international students, known as the DAAD for short, known as DAD. And today they are providing an amazing scholarship. Just so you know, DAD provides a lot of different scholarships. So they have different names and tags they give to their scholarship depending on what particular theme they are targeting. Today's own is for postgraduate courses, and they've named it as Epos. Epos. So this postgraduate study is for development-focused postgraduate study programs, and you can do it in one of the best German institutions. So mainly, this particular scholarship is targeting thematic areas with people who have better future or plans for less poverty, more education, and probably health for all. And they are offering across different disciplines, but with these thematic areas in focus. And it's a 2-year professional experience to take your postgraduate study in a master's degree in any German institution, as I said earlier on. And you can obtain your master's degree. So basically, DAD is focused on master's degree, but in wide extent, they fund people who have to further on in their PhD education. So today, let's quickly delve into how you're going to apply it step by step. But before that, we're going to give you the list of eligible countries. So if you find yourself in any of these developing countries and developing territories, you are eligible to apply for the DAD scholarship. So in Europe, there are certain parts of the countries you can apply, like the Ukraine and Albania. In Africa, basically sub-Saharan Africa, basically most of them. In North Africa as well. And you can apply if you're in Asia, some parts, and some parts of Oceania as well. So where do you find yourself? Are you eligible to apply? Guys, just kick off with it. This is a fully funded scholarship that is looking at funding your education for 12 to 42 months, which is approximately 1 to 4 years, dependent on the program of study. So obviously, if your master's is for a year, they will target that for a year for you. If your master's is for 2 years, they'll look at 2 years. If your PhD is for 4 years, then they will fund that. So what is the remuneration that comes with this particular scholarship? So they are saying that depending on your academic level, you'll be given monthly payments, or we call it stipend, of 861 euros for graduates, which is master's, or 1,200 euros for doctoral or PhD students. Now, they are also going to cover your health and accident and personal liability insurance cover story. They're going to cover your travel insurance unless these expenses are covered by your home country or another source of funding if you've got any. Under any circumstances, they might consider paying for a monthly rent subsidy or a monthly allowance for any accompanying members of your family. If you've got a family, a wife and a sibling, you can make a case for that, and they are ready to fund that. So what is the eligibility? Now, they're saying that you should have a bachelor's degree, usually a 4-year course in an appropriate study. You should have at least 2 years professional experience, and also you must show your motivation, and this is key. You must show your motivation for development related. You should be able to also project in your motivation that X, Y number of courses will help me to achieve X number of development in my area if I'm given this particular scholarship. So if you do not know how to write a motivation, there is a step-by-step process of how to write a motivation in the description box. You can check that out for it. And always make sure you insert very, very quantifiable achievement of how you wish to obtain this. So these are the particular development-related courses you can apply for under DAD. And they've given their institution, the language of this study, the degree you're going to obtain afterwards, and the Daad scholarship application deadline. So if you're self-financing, it's a different thing altogether. You can apply throughout the year, but Daad has given their particular deadlines relating to a particular degree. So, typical example, you're applying for the master's program in international and development economics. It's going to take place in ATW Berlin, and they're going to award you for MA. And it's the deadline for the application is on the 31st of August 2021. So that's for that. So all the courses are here, quite a list of courses. I think it's approximately about 28 or plus number of courses, if I didn't count it right, that you can apply for. So go for it, guys. So basically look through them and see whether the course you want to apply for is within this scheme and the deadline, so that you do not miss it and go for the application. Yes, so to start application, right on top of this button, just go to the application procedure. You need to be able to read this to understand it. So now what Daad is saying is that you have to apply for the respective courses directly. So if you remember the pane that we went to, you were given the name of the course, the university, the deadline, and there are some links that are also provided where you need to apply for the course. Now, your application to Daad will not be sent to the course. So you need to apply to the course first and apply to Daad. So now what they're saying is that those that are choosing for the courses will now be choosing for Daad scholarship. So when you get both of them all together, then they will inform the participants that you have gotten the Daad scholarship. So what do you need? I'll take you through how to apply for the courses directly with a sample. But the application you need for Daad is a signed Daad application form with a current date. I'll take you through that. A personally signed CV, and you have to use the Europass format. If you just click on it, it will take you to how to design your CV in the Europass format. So just click on it and it will show you. A personally signed letter of motivation. Like I said, there'll be a letter of motivation, how to write it in the description down below, so you can click on it and help you write that letter of motivation. So it has to be with reference to your current occupation and the choice of your postgraduate program. So all of them have to sync. So if you are doing something in an NGO in terms of international development, the choice of postgraduate study should be somewhat a link, because it's like you're starting off somewhere and you want to study this particular course that is going to help you achieve so and so. So they don't need a disjointed sort of study. It's saying that you can apply for more than 3 postgraduate courses, but then you would have to submit one letter of motivation while you apply for these courses and why you choose that as a priority in terms of how it's going to develop you as an individual. And I think it makes absolute sense in terms of that. So if you're applying for international development, you're applying for sustainable development, and you're applying for probably development related. Now tell us why all these 3 courses would help to shape you as an individual, and why that motivation to choose that courses as a priority. You have to submit a letter to that. Now, they need a letter of recommendation from your current employer, and it must be on a letterhead and signed with an official stamp, and must be of current date. It must not seal in an envelope because you need to upload it anyways. So you also need a certificate of employment from your employer to prove that you have a minimum of 2-year degree, and also that at the time of your application, and also a guarantee that you will still be re-employed when you have to return home, and you have to make that absolutely clear. And now they need copies of your language studies, so you need IELTS or TOEFL. You also need your academic degrees, your academic transcripts, and also some courses may require additional document, and you have to check on the website depending on the course that you're applying for and what you need. So if you here start with the course application first, then upload all the documents you have to, then you come back to filling up the Daad application form, which is quite simple. Let's quickly go through that. So to obtain the Daad application form, just right on the portal that we were on, just click on Sign Daad application form with current date. The moment you click it, it will give you an option to download it. I've already downloaded it, so it's obviously giving me that option, but it will give you that. Then you download it. Then now you open it. So it giving you some list of information that you would have to put in. So they are actually in German, but the English is underneath here. So read carefully and fill out the details carefully. Now your surname, your biodata. Now one of the things is that you need to attach your photo. So what I would do is to copy and paste my photo here and drag it to fit in this box, because it says attach the photo, do not staple. Now you fill in all the important information here, which you need to go through them carefully, and also it's giving you here if you are expecting your degrees before a possible taking up a possible scholarship, you fill it up here. Also, what does it need? Why have you chosen this particular institution? You have to give a brief write-up of why you've chosen it right to here. These are you can write them in the boxes here. So if you realize, you can type it in here, so you don't need to print and fill it out before you scan it. And so basically it says that provide an outline. Please only outline your project here and attach a precise detailed description on a separate sheet. So you can write a separate sheet, and probably if you have to write a lot, you write a separate sheet, then attach all of them as a PDF to this document. You make it a single document and touch it all of here. Then it says that please give your name, academic field, and university here. Also, do you have any knowledge of any programs? Have you been sponsored by any institutions? Like basically, it's a form and it gives a description of what you need to do. So, yeah, put in the chat box section if you have any questions or you're going through it and you're confused, and we'll be sure to give you an answer on that. After you've filled up your application form, it will require you to actually personally attach a signed CV. So anywhere you see a CV, you have to use this Europass format. So just here, you click on this, it brings you right up on this page, and voila, you have create a CV and create a cover letter. So with this Europass format way, you will need to be logged in to Europass to be able to access or use this. So it's a whole process. So I'm attaching a link in the description box below, and I'm going to teach you how to use the Europass way or the format to create your CV and also create the cover letter in the description box below. But to be able to apply for the courses, if you still remember this platform, it's which has the overview, the application requirements, the procedure and contact, you come straight down here to the list of postgraduate courses with application deadlines. Have a click on that. So I take you back and forth just so you'll be able to know where we started off from. If you're just confused, you come back to it and be able to continue straight away. So I've already downloaded it, so it's giving me that again. So you click on it and download it. Now open it. Now you still remember this page, right? Yeah. So basically it's this page we're talking about. So all the courses that are here are clickable links, if I can use that word. So you can click here for the master's program in international and development economics. Now just click on it. Now it should take you straight to your browser and gives you this page. So imagine you're applying for international development economics. Now when it brings you to this page, you go to applying. So basically you have to read, because every school's website and how they go about the application process. So I'm just using one to typically explain to you how the process is like. Now, when you come to the applying, it gives you a table of content. That's the application deadline, application procedure, application document, the scholarship, da da da. Now, this page is for people who have scholarships or do not have scholarships. So it's general. So it says that the application deadline is 31st August 2021 for people who have that scholarship. Now, the application will start accepting for April 2022 from 15th May. Now, I'm recording this video on the 24th of April, so that means that the application online form is not open yet. But you see, we are doing this because there are a lot of processes and procedure and documents you need to put together so that just before that time, you have all your applications ready to be able to apply. Now, it says that the application procedure, you have to make sure you meet the application admission requirements. Now, prepare electronic copies of the necessary supporting documents and complete the MIDE application form. So during the time, if it is open, you see that this will be a clickable link where it will lead you straight to the application form and you can apply for it. Now, it says that send the form including the attachment. Please save the form and send it as an attachment to this email address. Basically, that's about it. Now, you need your letters of references. So from now to the time that you have to apply for it, you obviously know that you have to start getting your letters of references. Now, the application document is saying for here is that you need a letter of motivation, 2 pages long. Then you need transcripts. Then you need, so basically sometimes your grading system is behind your transcript, but if you do not have it, you have to use, prepare a different document and explain how your transcripts go about. Now the CV, which is the Europass format, the link is below. You can click on it. A copy of your passport, a proof of your English language proficiency. Now this is very important because if you click on it, it will take you to a link that says that it needs IELTS, TOEFL, and stuff. So from now to that time, when the application deadline will completely end, you have to strike the average. Would you be able to make up for it? Would you be able to write it? Can you spend a month to learn for the IELTS or TOEFL? Go write it and come back to it. That's also very important. Now it says that a 2-page summary of your undergraduate or postgraduate thesis. That is if you did a thesis whatsoever. So basically, there's an important section to note here that they say, please note that only complete application accompanied by all necessary supporting documents will be considered. Please attach only 1 copy of the documents in a PDF or JPEG form. No documents will be accepted. Now, please name each attachment according to its content. So if you are uploading a motivation letter, you write motivation letter. If you're uploading a CV, write CV. If you're uploading a passport, now do passport. And make sure to compile all documents belonging together into one PDF. Example, merge the pages of your university transcripts into one PDF file. So you have a transcript, it contains about 6 pages. It says put all in one PDF file and attach it. Don't attach it as a single page. Transcript 1, transcript 2, nobody got time to look at that. Yeah. So basically, this is the application portal for that. Now, let's quickly probably go to supporting documents. I'm sure it will be typically the same thing, like we said, like we went through, and that's it. So, like I said, you would have to do apply for the postgraduate separately. That is what Daad is requiring of you, because it says that it would not send its application form to the school. So I'll go through that quickly as well. Now I want to use a different school to also explain this process. Now let's say we want to apply to MA Development Economics. So you can just click on here, which is at University of Göttingen. It takes you straight to your browser, the same, and it comes with all this information. Now, what is the information saying? The English Language Master of Science in Development Economics is jointly offered by the Development of Economics and Development of Agricultural Economics and Rural. Now you move down, it says that application period for this studies begins in the winter semester. That is 1st April to 15th May. Application period for studies beginning in the summer starts from 1st October to 15th November. Now it says that if you scroll down, you can see the Daad Epos scholarship we're talking about here. I'll just click on that straight away. It's going to say that this is an overview of the Daad Epos scholarship platform. So it says that please follow the provided link for all information regarding application and admission to MSc Development Economics through Daad Epos scholarship, and that is what we are focused on. Now, I say please note that Epos scholarship holder, you can start the program in just the winter term, which is October of each year, and applications are only possible from October 1st through to November 15th. So the window period it will be open is from October 1st to 15th November. You have to prepare your documents before that time. I repeat, you have to prepare your document before that time so you can upload it. So this online application form will be open and you can apply for it straight away. So I am randomly taking a course in among all these courses again, probably for Master of Engineering in Energy and Environmental Management in Developing Countries. I click on that. It brings me to the link. Now, basically, I've never been here before, so I'm going to be surfing as much as possible where possibly I could go. So maybe I go to admissions, and it says that can I apply admission requirements. Now it gives me all the admission requirements. I go down here, how do I apply? It gives me all of that and all the necessary things, sign application form, ensure this is at the beginning of your PDF, a CV, bachelor certificate, transcript. Then now voila, it says that for Daad scholarship applicant, continue to number 4 before carrying out number 5. So this is number 4. If you want to apply for the Daad, fill the application form which I explained earlier on and attach it to your PDF application which contains all the necessary information. Now it says send your full PDF application to admissions.eem at that. And that's all. Please note that without online application, your PDF will not be processed. And both the application form deadline is 31st of August for the scholarship, and PDF with all copies deadline is 30th of September before the scholarship. No application will be considered after the deadline. That's it. So you just have to read, and I've given you 3 examples of how this particular scholarship goes. And so you can do that for all the courses that are here if you find your course in it, and make sure that you read about it. And if you have any questions, drop them in the chat box section, and I'll be ready and willing to answer and guide you. I'll finally end with these informations and do's and don'ts. So like I said, every school has got a letter of motivation format, but if you do not have a format that is given by the school and courses, you can use the Europass format way for cover letter to write your motivation letter. Now, always remember to apply using the Europass CV format way with the link in the description box. Now, the application and the selection procedure, which I think you should know to end this video, is that step 1, you send your complete applications directly to the according postgraduate course. Send the application to the direct postgraduate course because Daad will not send its application form to the school. So the school will have to make their selection based on those who need the Daad application. He says a selection committee suggests potential candidates for a Daad scholarship. And step 3 says that the suggested candidates will be contacted by Daad to upload their complete application to the Daad portal. So you see, as I thought the Daad application form is just a form that has all the details, but when you're selected, now they'll lead you and send you a link that you need to update all the documents you need. So please do save all your documents in a PDF form in a folder on your laptop for Daad Epos, so that you know this is what you selected and this is what you sent. He said the selection process will be finalized and the suggested candidates will be informed accordingly. It says important, Please make sure that you have a copy of each document of your application ready, as those documents, into brackets, as PDF files, have to be uploaded on the Daad portal in case you are suggested for a Daad scholarship. And I hope this is clear. Thank you for listening. It probably was a long video, but this is a step-by-step process to aid you to make things easier, and you do not need an agent. If you found this video helpful, click on the like button and subscribe, share to other people so that we collectively win in our application process. Thank you for watching, and see you same time another scholarship. It's Lois Efwa Ochewa Damti. Thank you.